Hello to Kārlis, my guest for today's conversation. Kārlis, you are the upcoming Rotaract President Europe. So you are the one to talk to about what's happening in our world today, because there's a lot going on in the Rotaract world, isn't it?
Yeah, it's been very hectic 6 days since the Ukrainian conflict really escalated. So it is so much work. We totally changed our focus from other regions in the world, and now my focus have been for past month to gather people who are very active who would like to be the board members of the next year in Rotaract Europe (MDIO). But now we totally switched our perspective and our focus on Ukraine.
We saw here a lot of united people from all over Europe and all over the world helping and assisting in a human way. There are projects running, there are a lot of WhatsApp groups coming up, even with Rotaract in Ukraine directly. We're helping refugees, we're helping with medical supplies, we're helping with goods, food, of course, and also accommodation, housing is provided already with this huge and large network. What are the activities you want to highlight? What is going on in the Rotaract world to support Ukraine?
Yeah, there are a couple of things. First of all, we definitely need to donate money, donate clothes, medical supplies, and send to Ukraine. Um, we also need to help refugees who are, I don't like to say refugees, I like to say Ukrainians or brothers and sisters that are by the border. And they are there for tens of hours waiting in the cold. And I'm coming from Latvia, so I know it's as cold as there. So we definitely need to supply them with food, with shelter, with basic needs. They're mainly women with small kids, a lot of them, and they are living there in awful conditions.
There are, and I saw some posts of you, there are also activities from the embassy you're following, and you prepared flyers and all that. What can you tell about these kind of activities?
Yes. So as I explained, we can donate different things to Ukraine and send them help there. But as far as I know from our Rotaractor friends from Ukraine, emotional support is critical because this is not an easy fight. It's very ruthless and it's not easy conditions. So we definitely need to support them every way possible. We have been very active on social media. Personally, I'm not that active on social media, but I understand I kind of need to be the influencer of Latvian Rotaractors. And now we have also a great reach because we are organizing the main Rotaract Europe conference in Riga at the end of May. So yeah, we created banners that we're standing together with Ukraine. Also stickers we are giving to everybody, also standing with Ukraine. Um, Yeah, and we promised Rotaractors and Rotarians from Ukraine every day till the end of war, we're gonna go to Ukrainian embassy to support them.
You just mentioned the emotional support, and I think there's nothing more emotional than telling the people how large our community is, how far our work can be spread, and how many hands will help in different ways. You will be the president of Rotaract Europe. Can you tell a bit more? What is the network? Who are we? How much? How many are we? And so on.
Yes, Rotaract Europe basically are around 45 countries. That's the MDIO size, and there are approximately 30,000 members. So the network is huge, and obviously it's plus like triple or four times more Rotarians, and we are working side to side, different countries. And also, I reached out to Brazil, to Taiwan, to India. So we have support from all over the world, Australia also, and our social media, they're interacting with us very much. And they're asking like, what can we do? We don't have that much information as you guys, so we need to connect. And that is, I would say, our main goal, what we can do. Of course, we can manually do something, but I think through our connections, we can do way more and have more impact.
Yeah, I think this is exactly the strength of the Rotarian network at all, the connection between or among all of us. and it's a large group. We can really move things. That's absolutely true, and doesn't matter if it's in a small world, so for an individual, or if it's really clubs connecting or people connecting over cities, over country borders, and so on. And I think there's a lot of support already going on. It's never enough, of course, but I want to ask you something we talked about in the beginning. There's also some critics we can place in our lines. What can we do more? What do you think we should do more?
Yeah, unfortunately, the situation, as always, is the further away you're from war, the less general society care about these issues. And especially in this situation, I think whole world is involved in this because actually Russia doesn't have a war with Ukraine. Russia has a war with NATO and European Union. So it's a pity it's happening in Ukraine, but yeah, everybody should open their eyes and understand. And we in Eastern Europe, Northern Eastern side, in Baltics, we always know this information more obviously because we're neighbors here. So definitely, and also we can see by the sanctions, and some countries are hesitant because it can influence their economy. And I think it's time to think more about human lives and than the economy and money, because
Absolutely.
yeah, it's devastating.
Let me ask you one last thing. Uh, for the individual Rotarian Rotaract interact, also in a wheel, of course, the whole Rotarian family. What can the individual do, or what do you want us to do as your personal individual call to action?
Yeah, first of all, be active on social media. For Rotaractors, it's way easier than Rotarians, obviously, because we live on social media. Be active on social media. Share your opinion. Share the videos, the stories from Ukraine. Definitely share other Rotaract and Rotary Club posts because they are boots on the ground, or they at least somehow are way more connected to Ukraine than we outside of it. Spread the information from different chats about donation options, but also be careful because there are some scams already, which is totally awful in this situation. But unfortunately, so definitely go for some more official donations, and yeah, let's raise as much money as we can. Let's gather our medical stuff so we can transport it to Ukraine, and also yesterday, I had a call with Latvian Blood Donation Center director, and because we in Rotaract Latvia clubs, we are having Rotaract International Blood Donation Week from 7th to 13th of March, and we actually started 2 weeks ago. So it kind of is good timing as the blood will definitely lack in the countries, as there will be more Ukrainians transported also to our hospitals. And it's going to happen very soon. And it's better now proactively start to do it than when the government is going to say, oh, we are lacking blood. Then obviously it takes more time to make plasma and everything. So definitely start doing it now. Follow our social media, Rotaract Riga. You'll find all the information there. Definitely follow Rotaract Europe, Eric. Facebook page is very active, Instagram, and we'll update you with all the information that is needed to support Ukrainians, to support them emotionally, financially, and every way possible.
Perfect. I think we can summarize that with together we will make it, and let's make it as good as possible, and let's be as active as possible. Of course, we will share all the links we mentioned in the video with this post here, and then just update yourself, get into the WhatsApp groups, get on Facebook, share the topics, and I want to thank you, Carlos, a lot for the conversation, for your thoughts on that. We will stay in touch, and if there's something new coming up, of course, we will just let our audience know about that. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, it's my honor. Thank you very much for spreading the good word about Rotaract around the world.